In Zambia continue to trickle in. President Edgar Lungu is currently leading the polls.
Poll is as follows. Lungu Edgar C, PF.
The two figures that have loomed large over the last two elections continue to battle it out for the top post, and it's still too close to call.
Hishema Hakainde, UPND, poll 21,918, 21,918. Edgar Lungu CPF 875.
Initial results gave President Edgar Lungu a narrow lead. Then opposition leader Hakainde Hichilema took over, but then President Lungu regained pole position. The results continue to trickle in, but the delays are causing suspicion, and tempers in the opposition camp have flared. They want certain commissioners barred from the centre, claiming that they're colluding with the ruling party to stop the delivery of vote certification forms to several stations in the capital.
The commission has given instructions to the districts, and the Gen 12 is being ferried to the commission, to Lusaka.
The initial results show that Zambians have voted according to regional loyalties. The north is supporting the incumbent and the south the opposition leader.
The result that is coming is actually reflecting on how the leaders were campaigning in this election. They were mostly campaigning on the tribal line, on the regional line, to say this region belongs to us, and can you rise up to defeat the other side?
While it's not certain who will win these elections, the chances of the vote heading to a runoff are looking less likely.
We doubt if there will be a runoff, because except Hakainde Hichilema, the entire opposition political parties may not get more than 2%. And so the 98% is more likely to be shared between President Edgar Lungu and Hakainde Hichilema.
Meanwhile, the parliamentary vote results show that the ruling party is set to retain its majority. Shingai Nyoka, SABC News, Lusaka, Zambia.
Keeping an eye on the results, observers and monitors gave the assessment ahead of the final tally.
The AUEM concludes that the elections have been conducted in a peaceful atmosphere within the framework that satisfactorily meets the continental and regional principles of democratic elections. The AUEM encourages all parties to resort to legally established channels, so there be a dispute.
The presidential, parliamentary and local election included a constitutional referendum on amending the Bill of Rights, a concern for some.
It appears the civic education on the referendum, which commenced rather late following the passage of bills in Parliament on May 29th this year, was inadequate. Observers came across a disturbing number of incidents where voters shunned the referendum ballot, refusing to collect it, either due to lack of understanding or owing to the politicization of this ballot. The inclusion of the referendum vote together with 4 ballots meant it did not receive the due attention.
The approval of a new legal framework for elections so close to election day, however, presented a challenge for the management of the process, as there were new and untested legal provisions and procedures. Furthermore, the complexity of the 2016 electoral process was also compounded by the inclusion of 2 additional ballots for the election of mayors and local council presidents, and a referendum on the expansion of the current constitutional Bill of Rights.
Women representation during the elections continue to be a challenge for the continent. As the Electoral Commission is finalizing the results, observers have called for calm. Sophie Mkwena, SABC News, Lusaka, Zambia.